Okay, we're going to go to look at number 11. I hope you had time to pause the video and just kind of read through the problem. They give you a bit of information dealing with center of gravity. They give you the weight of a body, of a person's body or different body parts, and where the center of gravity would be for those specific body parts. And when they talk to us about center of gravity is pretty much this point where we assume the entire weight or the entire force of gravity is acting on. So they give us a bunch of locations. We're looking at a human being and the different parts of him and where the center of gravity is for each individual part. And they want us to find the actual total center of gravity of the person, at least mathematically. So they give us a bunch of information. They give us the weight of the the head, the upper torso, and arms, which is 1.28 meters above the floor. Then they give us another one that is 0.760 meters above the floor, and they give us his legs, which is 0.25 meters above the floor, and all these points. The center of gravity, for the most part, center of gravity and center of mass are the exact same point. The only difference occur when one person's body is accelerating at a different rate than another person's body, which sounds really weird, but we'll probably get into those later. But for the most part, it's usually the same point. So we've used the same equation. The center of gravity in terms of y, instead of being mass, because we're dealing with weight, is equal to the weight of object 1 times its position in the y direction, plus the weight of object 2 times its position in the y direction, plus the weight of object 3. And our reference point that we're using is the floor, so everything's above the floor. So when we plug in our values, just simply plugging in, divided by the total mass, and when we simplify, we find out that the center of gravity is 1.03 meters above the floor. It's just vocabulary, just understanding that it's pretty much like center of mass, and we'll get into problems where the center of mass and the center of gravity are different later on.